Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your April 2021 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of April, and this reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all doing well as we move through another year. Thanks for taking the time to tune into this channel and for all that you do in support of this channel, even if it's nothing more than taking the time to watch the videos. Please hit the subscribe button. It really does help. Thanks for all your likes, shares, donations, comments, feedback, support, reaching out for personal readings. It is all welcome and all appreciated. Thank you. So this reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Sagittarius, and it's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Sagittarian. Of course, being a general reading, it's always going to resonate a little differently for everyone. So if you know all of your signs, watch them because they can each bring additional insight and perspective. If you find that any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something or get information about that, click on the little arrow below, the description link, and you'll see my email address there, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. And I do readings full time, so I'm pretty diligent about scheduling in as timely a fashion as possible. So email me if you're interested, and we'll take it from there. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what the last 2 weeks look like for you of April 2021. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. This deck is a little larger than the standard size, so sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to shuffle. Okay, Sagittarius. We begin with the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. The Happy Home card, the White Picket Fence card, with the Star. How lovely. Restored and renewed hope, faith, and optimism. The Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Probably a person that's relevant or important in this situation for the last 2 weeks of April. They might be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Ten of Coins in reverse. So in the upright, this is long-term stability and security, whether it's financially, materially, emotionally, or some combination of both of them. But we have it in the reverse with the Queen of Cups. The Five of Wands, internal conflict, external conflict, arguing, petty stuff, competitive energy. With the Nine of Swords, a lot of stress, anxiety, worry, and fear. And it's usually about the future. This is usually about trying to pre-write the script for a future which you're afraid of, and it's almost always the worst possible, outcome. Not to say that the source of your fears and concerns aren't valid. But sorry, I was just picking up some messages there. But it's not that the source of your fears and concerns or feeling trapped, feeling like you can't change anything aren't valid. But the Nine of Swords usually comes up when, there's too much unknown. And when you try to envision the outcome, it's like, it's usually the worst possible outcome. I'm actually getting something strange here about, do I accept an offer or turn down an offer? Let me finish pulling out cards. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Knight of Cups. Somebody that's charging in to offer love, support, encouragement. I'm going to keep pulling. Faith. In other decks, this is called the Hierophant. But in here, it has more of a literal pointing or interpretation of actual faith. Faith in the things that we know to be true or what brings us comfort, the establishment. and the King of Wands, which is you, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Sorry, my brain just got scattered with these strange messages I kept getting in. Okay, it's coming together clearer now. So for some of you, this feels like somebody is going through a difficult time in having lost or worried about losing their security, something that they've been building up for or building towards. For some of you, it might be this, and somebody else here is literally offering the gift of faith and help and love and support and encouragement. I feel like for a lot of you Sagittarians, it might be you, but you can always flip this around. It might be you that's kind of either have lost or in fear of losing something which represents, long-term security and stability. We do have the Ten of Coins in reverse here. So again, in the upright, this is, it has a strong link to home and family, family money, family business, family property. It's long-term security and stability. It's having enough that you don't really worry about the future so much. This is not living paycheck to paycheck. This is having enough stored away that you're going to be okay, you're going to be secure looking forward into the future, whether that's financially and materially or emotionally in relationships or some combination of the both. So in the reverse here, somebody has either lost that or they're in fear of losing that. Now, that Ten of Coins in reverse is under the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. For some of you, this might be a person that's close to you or relevant to you that's going through this energy. For some of you, it might be you that's going through this energy, and this Queen of Cups is in a helpful position, because that's what I'm seeing here. One person is going through difficulty and another person is offering to come in and help. That Ten of Coins is also next to that Nine of Swords, that stress, anxiety, worry, insomnia, fear of the future, trying to figure it all out and trying to envision things, and you just envision things kind of imploding and exploding. With that Nine of Swords, we have the Five of Wands, which is a card of conflict, internal conflict, external conflict, a combination of both. It is relatively petty energy because it's a 5, it's not an 8 or a 10. Competitive energy, circular fighting, meaning the same thing going over and over again. Sometimes in group situations or work environments, this can represent gossip, rumor mongering. I mean, for some of you, this could have to do with a work situation, and there might be gossips or rumors or things going on within a work situation or even a home environment or a friendship environment or something of that sort. And you're worried about your long-term stability and place and status in this certain group. And it could be for some of you that the connection to home and family might be that, if I lose this, how is this going to affect my home, my family life? If I lose this job, if I lose this whatever. Yeah. And somebody is, I'm going to clarify more about that conflict too, to see what that's about, because I do get some kind of argumentative energy off of it. But the beauty in the beginning is the Ten of Cups and the Star. The Star is a card of, it's very similar to Faith or the Hierophant, it's a card that represents, it's one of the wish fulfillment cards, and it's also a card that represents, trusting in the path that you're on, devoting yourself to it, meaning doing everything that's in your power and your responsibility to do, and trusting that God, Spirit, angels, and guides are going to lead you to your joy and fulfillment on this path. But it's a card that does require faith in that, which can be difficult. And the Ten of Cups, the happy home, white picket fence, feeling like everything's at the right place, especially in regards to home and family. Home and family is a strong theme here, or a strong influencer, or what you might be afraid is being influenced. And somebody is coming in here with this Knight of Cups, rushing in to offer love, support, encouragement, help even of some kind. And it quite literally, this is somebody making an offer, an opportunity for change, faith. And the King of Wands, it's literally somebody offering the gift of faith and hope and perhaps whatever help and resources they can give. I think for a lot of you, you're the one that's helping this person, but for some of you, it might be, again, the reverse, because it looks like something has happened and you're in conflict as to what to do about it. And the conflict might be about what to do about it. The conflict might be about, do I accept this offer or not, with this other person? If you're the one offering to help, they're like, no, I don't need, and it might be about that. So let's clarify a little bit. Let's clarify the Ten of Coins in reverse. Somebody feels unstable. Somebody feels very fearful and insecure about their future. Again, whether that's financial, material, emotional, a combination of all of those, something to do with work, something to do with love. This is a general reading, so how that resonates in the details and specifics is going to vary. Some of you it might be work, some of you it might be home, family, or relationship, some combination of that, divorce. But the energy fundamentally remains the same. Someone is in fear and anxiety about their long-term stability and security. And it does relate somehow to home and family, whatever that is to you. Clarify the Ten of Coins in reverse. The Four of Wands, another one of the happy home cards. Celebrations around home and family. It's the 1111 card. It's home stability. Here's another Nine of Swords. A lot of stress, anxiety about this. A lot. The loss of long-term stability and security, particularly in how it impacts and affects the home and family. Fear of how it's going to work out. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. What's the source of this conflict? Pops right out. The Two of Swords and the Tower. Let's see what else is there. The Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I'm getting... And this is what I was getting when I put these cards down. I was trying to sort through these messages because I was getting fighting, arguments. Two different kinds. For some of you, this conflict, you're arguing with another person about what has happened to cause this fear and anxiety and what to do about it. We have the Two of Swords and the Tower. The Tower represents a breaking down of something that you thought was going to be stable and secure, at least for some time, which is also that Ten of Coins in reverse. But the Two of Swords is an unwillingness or a reluctance to look at it or to make a decision about it or to see the seriousness of it or the impact of it. And then we have something which echoes this gift of faith and help, which is the Page of Cups, positive messages, Ten of Swords, heartache, betrayal, or deep disappointment. And then the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, which are both beautiful because it speaks of independent self-sufficiency and wish fulfillment here. It's like there's a message here. So there's an offer or support. There's an offer of support, love, encouragement, perhaps resources here. But there's an argument in about this. Some of you, it may be you're trying to offer help to somebody and they're like, no, I don't need your help, even though their life is kind of imploding around them. No, I can take care of this myself. No, you can't because this, let me come in and help you. And it might be the reverse too if you're on the other side of that story. For some of you, it might be whoever it is that's going through this loss, fear of loss, how this is going to work out in the future. Perhaps they want to accept the offer. And this one feels almost like a third party, like they're in a relationship with, for example, they're in a relationship with someone and somebody else, maybe it's you, are saying, I can help you with this. Maybe their partner isn't or isn't willing to or doesn't want to or thinks they shouldn't accept it. Because it feels like there's arguing over whether to accept the help, to offer the help, there's all this conflict around it. It feels like also one person, I'm getting that one person is telling the other person, well, the reason this has happened is your own fault, so you just need to take care of it yourself and not make it somebody else's burden. What a horrible thing to say to somebody who's going through a Tower card. People need love, support, and encouragement. There isn't anything wrong with that. It almost has this third-party feel to it, and I'm not quite sure why. Unless you're a friend to somebody who's in a relationship and you're wanting to help them. Maybe the partner isn't willing to step up, but they don't want you involved. Or it could be vice versa. Again, I'm getting like multiple different... But it's the same central argument about the thing that's going on, trying to blame, assess, and, you know, trying to figure out what to do about this offer here. That's what I'm getting. Very interesting sort of messages. Complicated to sort out. Let me clarify the Nine of Swords. Stress, anxiety, worry about the future, insomnia. The Knight of Cups, again. The Two of Pentacles, making a decision. The Four of Pentacles, or withholding. The decision is whether to accept the offer or reject the offer and try and do it yourself. Or just reject the offer. That's what the stress, anxiety, and worry is about. And there's probably a lot of complicated aspects of that. I don't think I'm going to go any further in this because it feels very specific and personal in a variety of different ways, which is difficult to kind of nail down in a general reading. But what I am going to do is ask for advice and guidance for Sagittarius on what's the best way to navigate through this, at least for the last 2 weeks of April. It is a short period of time. Four of Cups. Somebody's not sure if they should take an offer or not. Like, it's all over this reading. But this card can also represent a missed opportunity. There's a beautiful goblet being offered out of the sky, almost as if it's divine timing and orchestration. This person is looking at it but not taking it. The Sun. This is where the pressure gets relieved, lifted up. It's spring after winter, light after darkness, health after illness. And the Six of Swords, healing, slowly but surely moving away from the source of the pain, the chaos, the turbulence, whatever this is. You know, you've left the worst behind you, the choppy waters. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're moving towards it. You're in a healing process. So, for those of you for whom you are making the offer and you are trying to get this other person to make the offer, without being aggressive or bullying, of course, because it looks like it's really coming from a genuine place of love and concern, try your best to convince them that this will help bring healing and an uplifting of all of this stress and anxiety and these two Nine of Sword cards energy. I hate that card. I just don't like people getting caught up in that much stress, anxiety, and worry. It's a killer, right? If it's you considering, you know, trying to figure out whether you should accept an offer or not, or accept some kind of help, this is definitely an indicator. Whichever side of the story you're on, again, it's a general reading. Details will always vary, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. If the person who's being offered this or considering offering this doesn't do it or accept it, it's going to be an opportunity missed. And that opportunity is an opportunity to lift up some of this pressure and relieve it and put the person on a healing path. So however that works out for you, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, that is your reading for a very interesting reading. I'm wondering how it's going to resonate for those of you for whom it resonates. There's like 4 or 5 different stories I'm getting here. But that is your reading, Sagittarius. I hope that you found it helpful and useful. Again, if any of these readings resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and most happy to work with you. You can also get that information by clicking on the description link below. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope to see you again in a couple of weeks for the May general reading. Stay safe, stay well, and be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.